Let's welcome now contestant number 10. Je parle français, mais nous allons parler anglais aujourd'hui.
Feast your eyes on this dazzling golden warrior, 22-year-old Meghan Michael, representing the land of green monkeys and flying fish. Others call it the gem of the Caribbean Sea, but I call it home. Barbados! Tonight, I will be representing our flying fish. Fish, fish, flying fish. Hear the vendor call. Fish, fish, flying fish. We love them one and all. Fish, fish, flying fish. You ever see fish fly? From the top to the bottom, east, west, north, south. Our flying fish go in, out, under, beneath our white surf of our amazing blue waters. I like it fried, I like it baked, I like it boiled. Our 246 delight is a splendor of delicious delight. Thank you.
Now, Miss Barbados, pick your question. Judge number 12.
Good evening, Megan. How are you?
Good evening. I'm fine. I'm very happy to be here, and I love Navision.
Your question is, do you support male pageantry? Give a reason for your answer. I'll repeat the question. Do you support male pageantry? Give a reason for your answer.
Yesterday, I was at the Premier's house, and I saw my first king. I can't remember his name, but I was like, wow, I cannot believe that you guys have a male pageant. During this day and age, we have people that are going through police brutality. Our black men are going through police brutality. Guys are fighting, killing each other. And I believe that pageants for males is a great platform to, one, showcase their talents, two, raise our black young men in the right way through interviews, through showing that you can be a good man. And three, I think that pageantry for guys is not in Barbados, is a great platform. Thank you. You want the sweetest man in the land? I met this scene on my uncle told how we started talking. And we like my teach you my morning. And he said, yes sir, give me the man in the land. King I love you, King I love you, I don't want everybody to understand. King I love you, to the sweetest man in the land.
Let's hear it again for Miss Barbados. And now, the representative for number 10. Number 10, our contestant number 10.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Miss Mimeli Jouen, 22 years of age, representing French St. Martin. Thank you. Today's bar tangle and are excited with the ultimate feeling of satisfaction, which is a mandatory experience in the culinary capital of the Caribbean, Saint Martin. This event, I entice you with my creation called Bon Appetit, which is a depiction of a perfect union between food and culture. My entire piece is appropriately covered with cups, forks, spoon, plate, and plate mags to form an illusion, to form a planet illusion of a Kankan Saigon and to stimulate the human palate. My headpiece symbolizes the blend of our Caribbean brothers and sisters with over 70 different nations, all living in harmony. Saint Martin, the friendly island, the gourmet capital of our Caribbean, the melting pot, proudly share with you. Bon appétit. Merci.
Take your question. This question must come from judge number 7.
Good evening.
Good evening.
If you were the Prime Minister of your country for only one day, what would you do for young women in your country to ensure that that was their best day ever? I will repeat. If you were the Prime Minister of your country for only one day, what would you do for young women in your country to ensure that was their best day ever?
Vous étiez le Premier ministre de ton pays pour un seul jour. Qu'est-ce que vous ferez pour les jeunes femmes pour assurer que c'est le meilleur jour de la vie?
Si je devais être une ministrice pour un seul jour, j'assurerais avant tout la santé, parce que la santé est le plus important. Avoir une vie saine, ça compte énormément. Merci.
She says if she was the Prime Minister of a country for one day, she would ensure that all the women are healthy, because when they're healthy, they can contribute to the country.
Thank you.
And now, Dominica, number 11.
Pleasant good evening to everyone. I am Tassia Flosak, representing the nature isle of the Caribbean, the land of many rivers and the lush green mountains, Dominica. And tonight I am depicting my country's national bird. And it is no coincidence that this is my costume this evening, simply because this, our national bird, the Amazona imperialis, or as we call it, the Cicero parrot, is proudly displayed at the center of our national flag. And this is because there are two unique characteristics about this bird. First and foremost, it is one of nature's animals or birds which flies at the highest of altitudes against the strongest of winds and survives. This, to me, represents our Dominican people and our natural zeal to persevere even through adverse conditions or experiences, our knack to excel and succeed. In addition, the Cicero parrot is known as one of the most loyal birds to its partner. Sometimes, well, according to research, sometimes even when their mates have died, they don't go out to find any other partner. And by this,
I make reference to Tropical Storm Erica, which ravaged our country last August. Dominicans far and wide, even those who left home for 15, 20, 13 years, came back. They showed their support. They sent relief. They gave warm messages of inspiration. And that is who we are as Dominican people. We are loyal to what is truly Dominican. We are Dominica strong. Thank you.
And now, Miss Dominica, please pick your question. Judge number 4.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Sakafet.
Muela, muela.
Good. All right, so I have a question for you, and I'll repeat it. If you were to offer financial assistance to a Caribbean island, which would you choose and why? If you were to offer financial assistance to a Caribbean island, which island would you choose and why?
Of course, none other than my Dominica. And this is because, and it's particular in light of what happened last year. We were hit by Tropical Storm Erica. We suffered a great loss, not just to infrastructure, but our people were broken. But we were broken and not defeated. If I had the means and I had the financial resources, I would make sure that I help my government invest in infrastructural development, as well as give to all the people who lost their homes, who lost their personal belongings, who lost whatever meant so much to them. I would give back to agriculture because we suffered a great loss there as well. I would give back to my country because that's why I am an ambassador. That is what I am supposed to do.
Thank you.
So let's welcome contestant number 12.
Good night, beautiful Nevis. I am Jadalee Thomas Santos, representing the Nature's Little Secrets, the British Virgin Islands. My costume represents the freedom of a people never to be enslaved again. So, to preserve our ancestral prowess and manage the sustainability of our history, the government of the BVI made it into law that this beauty represents our cultural material, setting us apart as uniquely as Virgin Islanders. Therefore, in 2012, this material was made into a dress depicting the colors of yellow, representing the rising sun, and as a reminder that like the sun, we rise above all adversities. Green for our verdant hills, symbolic of a nation rich in grounded traditions. Blue for the Caribbean Sea, telling of a moral depth and ability to adapt of changing tides. White, our beautiful beaches, and red, the feisty nature of our Virgin Islands people.
And now, Miss Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, pick your question.
Number 2.
Good night, Miss BVI.
Good night.
Okay, I'll ask this question twice. How can you use the platform of Miss Caribbean culture to inspire and empower women?
Thank you very much for that question.
How can you use the platform of Miss Culture Caribbean to inspire and empower women?
First of all, I'd like to think about the relevance of pageantry. I've been in a pageant before, and I've realized when I won my first crown, young ladies looked up to me in a special way. They looked up at the way I dress, the way I talk, the way I conduct myself. I feel that if I continue in this path, behaving the way a young lady is supposed to behave, acting right, not doing anything I'm not supposed to do in public, then if I win Miss Caribbean culture, I'll just have more young ladies looking up to me to feel that they can do anything they can. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all of the contestants, and let's give them a rousing round of applause for their answers, for their costumes, and their everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hensley Daniel.
And that concludes the interview segment.